That's a quality start to a stream, ladies and gentlemen, when the streamer goes. Mr. Rengao, welcome in. Hello, Duck on YouTube. How are you going, ladies and gentlemen? We are going to do the usual game anal that we are so good at. Pranjai in the house. How was my day? Dude, it's not even midday. The day is well ahead of us. It's just about to kick off. So hopefully it's going to be an absolutely Mintox one. Because that's how we roll. Mintox. And today on the menu is going to be some game analysis. And because of I don't want to muck around for too long, we might jump right into it. I have had a request from a certain Indian follower of mine. Duck, you are in Brazil. Well, I'm on the following day, my friend, already, so I'm halfway through. So my Indian friend asked me to do a Alekhine shutout attack in the French. So we are going to have a look at a game in that. But for now, we are going to just simply go on with our game analysis, focusing on opening principles and opening mistakes. While I have a question about what I think about what Professor Dubov is going to ask from Niemann, since Dubov won the Clown Fiesta. Obviously, it's going to be heavily about the anal beads. That's inevitable. Thank you so much, Duck. You are being very kind to me. So yeah, anal beads is going to be the center of attention, I would say. Beyond that, I honestly don't know. The Carlsen game will definitely come up. Yeah. Look, it's interesting because Hans had a lot to lose and nothing, absolutely nothing to win by entering this agreement that whoever wins goes through a lie detector. Nah, come on. Surely not one question. That wouldn't make any sense. So, had Hans won this, right? Like, what do you ask from Dubov? It's like, there's nothing that Dubov would hide from you anyway. Like, the guy doesn't care. He doesn't have a single toss to give. Anyway, let's focus on chess because that's what we do. Nimzo. Nimzo is the name of the game. This knight a6 move is one that you want to remember because it is a sexy beast. The purpose of the move is that we want to recover the pawn on c5 with the knight and then immediately jump into e4 and centralizing said horsey. And that is a pretty decent strategy. Alright, g3. Knight takes c5. Everything seems in order. Bishop g2. And d5. Knight e4 is the more commonly played move here, and after castles, white manages to damage the black structure quite a bit. But the bishop on c8 is a pathetic customer, and so black's best course of action is to immediately straighten the pawn structure for white in order to catch up in development. Jazz, how are you going, buddy? But in this game, instead, we saw d5, which also should have attracted castles, by the way. Who can tell me why d4 is no bueno here? seemingly good move. In reality, it's pretty miserable. Hello Tindri, welcome in and welcome to Ramin Haydari. Ramin, where are you from, brother? We'll go Saudi Arabia. Rook D1, Tindi on fire. So if you want to start Tindi, the YouTube versus Twitch match, then one love to YouTube. Yep, very good. Knight B5 is also good, by the way. Very well spotted. Knight B5 is also very good. Karim Mohammed. Welcome in, brothers. Very good. So, instead of this, white opted for A3. Take. And black played a move I wouldn't have played. Which is not to say that we're critiquing or anything. I would have played here Knight CE4. Not even top 3 by the engine. What would you guys do? Hello to the Muslim brothers who are in massive fasting right now, if I'm not mistaken. It's already Ramadan. Yeah, I would play Knight E4. Wasn't played, not top 3 by the engine. I suppose after Knight E4, Queen C2. Oh no, there's maybe something better. Yeah, it's Queen D4 actually. Keeping the queen centralized. B6 looks natty. B6 is the best move. For the record. This guy is on fire today. Emushabla, yes, it is possible. Very good question. So on Twitch, we used to do 5 subscriptions as a prize, which would be more or less the same price if I asked for a super chat here on YouTube of the value of 20 buckies. 15. Alright, Tindi is my boss. Tindi is my boss. Tindi says 15 buckies, I'll take it. And I'm going to provide a detailed game analysis right here on stream. And you chuck in your game and I'm going to analyze it, provide advice, and the whole shebang. Right, b6 best. Bishop d7 was played, similar ideas, but the big difference is that now Rook c8 can come and move faster than if we went to b6. Yeah, Tindi, I will go with your words, buddy. I will go with your words. Emushable Abla. Usually I stream at this time of the day, and I'm going to get into the habit of scheduling some of my streams so you get a notification. Please ensure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, yeah? So just to be sure that you get notified and all that jazz, yeah? So please subscribe to YouTube, and then days will be happier. All right, back to the game. Yeah, JR, I'm going to consider that. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. You are welcome, sir. You are welcome. Are you a YouTube sub, by the way? If not, please consider doing that right now. ED, what are we taking back with, ladies? Knight or rook? Knight or pawn? Freudian slip right there. Chess pawn in the house. Hey. Let's gambit the knight. Yeah, I didn't manage to trick you into how we take back when the knight is hanging, right? Okay, so what is our move? Diddy, I never knew, buddy, that you would be an epic mod. My God. I have to put you on payroll. Bloody hell. Sorry, guys, I need to answer to this. Quick move in the meantime. Knight e4 is on. Very good. And then after queen c2 we take back. That's excellent. After knight e4, queen d4 is the move. Oh, Philip is from Tassie. I am from Canberra, mate. Oh, Tindy says I can't afford it. I do this for the love. I just want to know, Tindy, if you do it for the love of the game or the love for me. Canberra, that's it. So rook c8 played. This is filthy because now we have got this thing lined up. And after takes, now we are threatening knight b3, winning the horse. The house, rather. I can't speak today. So, rook c8, knight d4. And this is the first point in the game when we are having some issues. Whoa, hello! Kenneth, coming in strong. Coming in strong. So what is our move now? How do we proceed? There are two very good moves for black. Knight c4, very good. Possible. In this case, however, the queen slides away to e3. You can't take with the knight, and if you take with the pawn after castles, black is kind of... Sorry, white is kind of okay. The engine loves the surprising e5. And what I'm about to show you makes no sense whatsoever. Have I been here for a long time? Yes, way too long. Knight b3. Is it realistic to try to earn the master title after one tournament? That's not only is that not realistic, it's not possible. But it's utterly unrealistic too. So you are combining a lot of impossibilities into one sentence. Mr. Shokyakon Valyonov. Hello, hello. So the crazy line here, which makes no sense to me whatsoever because I don't think like an engine, funny that, is knight d5, bishop d5, and bishop a4. This is the weirdest double attack I have ever seen in my entire chess life, which is 3 decades. We are threatening the bishop direct, and we are threatening the knight indirect. Or directly and indirectly. I've never seen anything like this. Not even close. Not even close. And after knight takes c5, queen d5, a new double attack emerges from nowhere. And after this, black is clearly better. I didn't even know this line existed when I picked this game. It is absolutely bonkers city. It's bananas. Yeah, it's beautiful. But hello? This is insane. So our friend instead took with the horsey. And he white should have bailed out with take and then castles when the opposite colored bishops provide plenty of play. But objectively speaking, this should be equal. Should you refuse lines like that? No. If you can't disprove it, it means it's correct. So why would you refuse it? But to think about something like that is the absolutely outlandish part of the business. Anyway, knight e5. And they played queen f3. And at this point, when I went through this game, I thought to myself, I don't understand how white can lose this game in less than 10 more moves. They're one move away from castling. But crazily enough, there is a move here that is extremely annoying. And again, there is zero chance I would find this. Absolutely none, nada, zero, zilch, nada, nothing. No, yeah, I've said those words already. Test your creativity. What would you do here for black? If you find this, Tindy is going to or give you a sub badge. Or rather a whatever badge you call that thing. E5 hangs this, no? Light square dom. Not what she said, but part of it was right. Queen a5 is third best move. After bishop d2, queen b6, white now is experiencing discomfort because b2 is hanging. And when we take b2, these two are going to hang as well. And so white is best advised to not give up the pawn, but to play either b3 or b4. And honestly, I still don't see the big drama here for white. I think this should be playable. Knight f6 castles and pawn e5 is likely gonna net a pawn for black, but white is gonna get compensation in shape of the two bishops. Playable. The move that was played in this position is the absolutely outlandish knight e7. It is absolutely crazy city. Put your hand up in the air if you understand the move. Put your hand up in the air. Carrie Squeeze says, yeah, hands are down. Solid down. Not up. Alright, I have a guess that I understand part of it. Right? So let me try to explain this to you as if I knew what was going on here. The idea is obviously e5, right? Which is why we needed to move the knight so that we want to play e5. The real big question is why e7? And my only logical answer as to why we go to e7 is because we would like to eliminate the option of knight f5. And so now the knight can't go forward, and backward knight moves are not going to be too good because of bishop c6. And when the queen moves away, we might have problems with this knight. Like the queen is very short of squares. And note there is a beautiful tactic here. Once again, double attack. So I think it's all about eliminating knight f5. So after e5, knight c2, we have bishop c6 again. And all of a sudden, knight b3 is going to be winning again. Queen e3, take, check, whatever. Knight b3 hangs 2 pieces. Knight b4 just saves the day. But then comes queen c4, rook b1, pawn a5, and the knight is in trouble for the second time. And if here, then somehow black is always too active. Isn't this beautiful? And now the rook is trapped and the bishop can't move. Yeah, it's relentless. Relentless is the best word to describe what we just saw here. It's absolutely relentless. And I love it. Okay, let's go back. So knight e7 played. You don't have to trade, it's just something you can do. Queen e3 played. And now I want another very high-T chess move from the audience. Yes, Chris, on the money, indeed, yes. There is a low T move here that is by far the best according to the engine, and there is a high T move here that was played by the player, which is best according to me. Choose who you believe. F6 is very low T and it wasn't played. No, nobody, no takers. Okay, I will show you the low T one and then you will figure out the high T one. The low T move is rook e8. Pathetic, right? Idea being castles, e5, and now queen takes e5 walks into the firing range of the rook, so we can play knight f5. And again, the two knights are just ridiculously powerful together. You stay on defending the knight on d4, but none of it matters. Yeah, I feel like Fish figured it out, yeah. So this wins. And so castles is not possible. No, that was the low T move that the engine loves. The high T move is this. This is what was played. Sacking the pawn and now going rook e8. Black's agenda now is to keep the king in the middle and keep on punching every single step of the way, so that white doesn't have a chance to recover from this lag in development. Nice one, Tindy. Nice one. Queen g5 played. H6. And now the poor queen couldn't find a good square. Who can tell me what's wrong with this? If you find the right move against this move, hats off to you. Really awesome stuff. Whatever, Tindy, whatever, buddy. We know you are a rock star. Find a move here, buddy. Queen takes f7. I don't know what language is that. Knight f5 is close, but not quite right. Sacrifice master. Look at this check. It never rains, it pours. Hello! And it turns out that the knight is immune to capture because of horsey hoppity hop. Tikari in the house. Welcome, welcome. So the poor bugger had to go back to d2 to kind of cover this. But this was a textbook case of out of the frying pan into the fire. Or foyer, as we like to say down under. Yes, yes, we are all about the nice moves here, ladies. So what now? Chips a pal. Thank you, buddy. Welcome in. Welcome in. This is still not easy. Setaswa. Cheers, buddy. Welcome, welcome. Please follow me on YouTube as well. Please press the subscribe button. And you will get a lot of extra content. Cheers. Knight f5 indeed. But what do we do after knight takes? This is a key move. What do we do now? You are in. That is the way to roll, friend. That is it. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. We always want some cutlery to be present. And said cutlery is going to be knight b3. Played in the game. And he black... Wow, I can't speak today. White decided to sack the queen with knight d6. Once again, the most beautiful line. Queen d5. Hitting the knight. And admittedly, knight takes a1 is winning here, right? No worries. What does the engine do? Bishop e6. Takes. Takes. Absolute sadism. And now if you go rook b1 to save the rook, then after bishop f5, e4, you take with the rook, because you are the finest of sadists. And ta-da! Welcome to Backrank Fest. Any questions? Any questions? Yep, that gotta hurt. Is it even possible to think like that? Yeah. It's just very hard. So white played knight d6, giving up the queen, hoping to get one mina and a rook for it. Now we need to play very aggressively in order to maintain the momentum. What would you do now? Thank you, Kabiraj. I appreciate you, man. So what do we do now? This is still a job to be done. There are two very good ways to go here. Oh, does Andras know that he's... his audio is trash. No, he doesn't know that, and it shouldn't be. Oh! Shit. Okay, this should be a huge improvement now. Apologies. Am I IM? Yes. Can you guys please confirm that the audio has massively increased or quality-wise improved for the past 5 seconds? Thank goodness. Okay, I apologize. I am a total donkey. Unfortunately, except one body part. But other than that, I'm a total donkey. Guillaume, how are you going? Guillaume Lestrin. You can barely hear it now. I can help that. But we should be much better now. Because now I'm actually talking into a microphone. Now it should be vastly, vastly improved. Anyway, what are the 2 moves that we are considering? Volume is low. I can max it out. Okay, let's go now. Thank you, Courtney. I hope you're doing well. I will put the mic closer to my ugly face too. Tapir Knight actually came up with the correct move, which is rook e2 check, king e2, and then queen e7 check. But here, you guys are gonna hate me when I tell you the best move for black here. Oh my god. Alright, Tindy, try to smash this one, buddy. By the way, yes, also possible was bishop g4 check here. But this, black to move. Hello? Oh, Karim Mohammed comes in with the goods. Bishop h3. OMG. Take that, baby. This is again something else, right? Lee Gordon Seebach, thank you for the follow, brother. Any tips for blindfold chess? Yeah, don't worry about it. Thank you so much, Yannivac, for the sub, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Yes, I am, and I am indeed. Alright, so in the game they play the other very good rook move, which is rook c2. Rook d1. And here white is completely cooked. There are millions of ways to finish off the game. Rook e2 is one of them. They played bishop a4. Eliza. Welcome in. They took b7, and that allowed a beautiful coup de grace. Let's see who can find black's finish off move. My money is Orengao. My money is on Rengao or Tindi. Taker. You can type in the move, buddy. Yep. Check. And check. And Matutsky ends the game. That's not d3, that's d2, Tapir. d2, my friend, because we do checks, captures, and threats, not threats. Now that sounds like a YouTube sub. Sahan Oshan following us on YouTube. Please follow suit, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we roll. Oh, Abdenor Lalui coming in strong. And Eliza too. Well done. Well done, guys. Well done. All right. So the second game on the menu today is going to be a cool one in that this is played by a knockout world champion who was none other than Alexander Halifman. And this was also a request on behalf of our beloved friend Rengao, who wanted to see a game in the Alekhine Shatad attack, which is this H4 move. Alekhine was about 100 years ahead of his age when he started playing side pawn moves, well before Alpha Zero started doing that. And so this game is dedicated to the legend himself, the greatest maths teacher of all, hailing from India according to some, hailing from Germany according to some others. So this game is for Rengao. So yeah, the idea of H4 is that after take, we are going to score at least one tempo on the queen. And also we have an open H file to work with. Thank you so much for yet another YouTube subscription, Abdenor. Thank you. Abdenor, where are you from? That name sounds like an exotic mix of French and some African. Maybe I would say you are from Algeria. But I don't know. I would be very curious to know your background. Anywho, let's go with the game. Ramanujan on fire. Yeah, we should have a few new exclams. Alright, let's go. Knight h3 played. This is the most... Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm loving this noise, ladies. Stephen, welcome. Algeria. Yeah. Isn't it what I said? Maybe. Okay. Queen h6. What do we do? White to move, be a rockstar. Not yet, but play good moves is what we want. Overthrow. Classic. Classic jazz. Classico Jazz Monton. Jorbits Games. Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. G4 is close, but not quite, Gaza. You need to be a little bit more reserved and just go G3. And the reason why you want to go to 3 and not 4 is because you want to facilitate ultimately knight f4, and that needs to be protected. The alternative, or rather the additional point of G3 rather than G4 is that we want to go F4, but Queen H4 check is obnoxious. Nathan, we are dedicated to game analysis today, so we are not playing on stream. I know it's very lame, but it's actually very awesome. So G3 was played in the game, but the other move that I would very highly recommend to consider to everyone is knight B5. It turns out that stopping this threat is quite difficult. You are right, tactics, that bishop d3 would take away almost every square from the queen, but the problem is that you don't
Thanks for all your content.
Cheers, Tapir Knight, love you, man. You don't have a discovery on it because the rook is constantly hanging. Anyway, let's go and we'll see. G3 played. A6 played to deny knight b5, but obviously this means still lagging in development. F4. G6. And what would move you play here now for white is my question. Very surprising question. No one saw this coming. Queen f3, very good, Rangao. That's the move I would play too. And that's the move that Halifban played as well. It prepares castles, it prepares knight jumps. Indeed, it's very, very consistent with what we have played so far. And as such, we love it. Okay. Okay. I like. Played. Queen f8 played. What do we do now? Oh, Courtney is on the money with Queen f3 as well. Oh, I'll do this from Algeria. Smashed it again. Smashed it again. Bishop g2 is now the request of YouTube. I wouldn't put the bishop here anymore because we don't need the rook to be guarded. And it's likely that the bishop will find a better role on this diagonal supporting the break. So I agree with Tapin Knight, our most recent Twitch subscriber, that we should castle. And Gaza and Eliza Montgomery are both seconding this idea. I think knight g5 would have been premature on account of h6. Knight c6. And now, ladies and gentlemen, and now is the time when we need to demonstrate our understanding of the Alekhine Shatad. What do we play? King e2, knight e2. No, no, no. We want to go forward, not backwards. Knight a4. Oh, come on, Oshki. You're kidding. This is the wrong side of the board, brother. Wrong side of the board. I told you what break we are working towards, right? A2, what? A3. No, 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 no. Maria, we want to attack. We want to attack. This is hardcore defense in a position where we don't need to defend anything. Chess is not forgiving, guys, in that regard at all. If you are defending when you're meant to attack, that's a very, very rapid way towards defeat. G4 is the correct idea because now we are threatening to play f5. However, it turns out that f5 is good to go. Tindy, bishop d3 drops the pawn on d4 with a tempo. So as much as it's a very natural move, you don't want to do that. It does hang a pawn, but that's why we call it a pawn sacrifice. So the idea is, and this is how the game went. No, it isn't. Opponent played knight b6. That after gf, now knight f4 is coming. And we are going to now make ourselves familiar with another concept in the Alekhine Shatad. And that is that we very frequently sack on d5. Try to play a move for black, right? Like knight b6, then knight h5, and we're coming in from f6. Super obnoxious. So the knight is glued to d7. But if that's the case, what can I move? If I go queen e7, then comes the point. Take, take, take. Queen d8, queen h5. And again, note that the knight on d7 can't move because of knight f6. Black is completely cooked. It's +4 already. No, tapir knight, unfortunately I can't. I'm sorry. The layout has to remain because, yeah, the YouTube algo loves it to death. So, black actually played knight b6, which in hindsight I would say was a smart decision in one way, because there is hope for black now that they can play bishop d7 and castles, right? The problem, however, is that we know better, and they are not going to have time for it. Kabi, I'm pretty sure Kabi Raja explained it, yeah, that we are blasting the king open, and yeah, the dark squares are chronically weak. We need to get to this king. That is the idea. Take, he. Like, what else would you do here if not take? There is no way to blast this open in any other way than sacking a piece. And you should never ever be afraid of sacking a piece. You should always be excited to do that. Once you acquire that mentality, you become a much, much better player. Anyway, as I said, knight b6 played. What do we do? Knight f4 is Rengao's move. Maybe we have better than that. Maybe we have better than that. Mr. Hockey Dude, how are you going, bud? Knight g5, for sure. Because now we are threatening knight h7, knight f6. The biggest issue with knight f4 is that it doesn't carry an immediate threat, and it allows black to do this followed by castles. And if it could, we would want to help it. Knight g5 is game-winning threat. So now black has to respond. They played queen g7. Not a very good move. What do we do? Gaza says, let's go f6. Eliza also says f6. The engine also says f6. It's only the 2630 world champion who says FG. Yeah, I can't quite understand why he didn't do this. Maybe queen f8 is the idea to disallow rook h6. And then knight takes, queen here, knight back, take, and then bishop d7 and black can castle out of... CV, good on ya, mate, good on ya. Hello, my Arabic friend. Your name is written in Arabic and I can't read that, but I'm sure that it means your name. I'm going to guess Mohammed. Good old Mo. But this is completely winning for white because the space advantage is untenable. But our good friend Alexander decided to take. Opening things up. $225 for 16 hours. Wow, that sounds awesome, man. F6 ends the attack? No, I don't think so. It just gives it a different flavor. Okay, queen f4 is logical, so I'm not going to ask. Nishant, good morning, good morning. H6. And inexplicable move is to come. There is absolutely zero chance on planet Earth that I wouldn't play bishop d3 here. Zero chance. That ought to be the move, right? But it wasn't played. It was not played. Nah, knight e4 is a bit wild. Getting a knight on f6 is not going to win you the game alone. And I don't think it's worth a piece. They played bishop e2. Can anyone recognize the threat? Courtney's on fire. Courtney on fire. What is the threat, ladies? Let's talk about... That's exactly tapping knight. Knight f7 is the threat. So if they play a random move, then knight f7 and knight heavy can retake without losing the queen. Ouch. So they played knight b4. Hitting c2. Rook d2. And king e7. Had to step out of the filth. Now the knight is hanging. So back. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, actually. Bishop d3 looked a bit more natural. These moves are very easy, so I'm not going to test you on it, guys. Okay, what is the game-winning maneuver? Let's see if we can find it. After rook f8, you still have bishop h5, and the same motif is going to pin everything there. I'm sorry I didn't catch that question on time. It makes no difference. The pin is still deadly. What is the game-winning maneuver? Knight takes d. That is hardly a maneuver. Rook h2, I don't think we are targeting the correct piece there. Rook f2 is going to be part of the equation. I like that. Good work, Nikor. I like that a lot. We would like to send Papa Shah a big fat thank you for following me. My Arabic friend, your idea is correct. You need to move this guy, but you went to the wrong square. And the wrong route. It's not knight to d1. But it is the knight. That's for sure. So knight e2 is the name of the game, yep. And now we're coming in here. Bishop e8, knight f4, bishop 7. Black is just hanging on by the skin of the teeth. Next move, please. Good job, Eliza. What is our next move? Mr. Rengao, what would you do, buddy? And this is dedicated to you, so we need extended participation from you. Yeah, here. Oh, cool. Oh, you said rookie too? Correct. So we need this. Rook f8. I mean, black is in agony. Like, the material is now more or less level and the king is just dead. Rook e1, piling up on e6. Knight d8, defending e6. Okay. Sexy move incoming. Who is going to find it first? No, because the knight is covering it. Find the sexy. And I don't mean the streamer. Tactics. Tactics Swindle X is very, very strong on Twitch. Let's see if Tindy can save YouTube. No, Tindy is solidly asleep. Bishop f5! Hydro! Hydro! Good on you, mate. Not only did you save YouTube, but you saved Tindy as well. Good job. Absolutely good job. And of course now after EF, this is a double check. And so goodbye queen. They played in this position queen g8. But this is now catastrophic collapse. Take, and then just take everything. And black resigned. Rengao, was this alright? Or do you want one more? Yeah, YouTube chat is a really well-oiled team indeed. That was a good one, wasn't it? I thought so. I'm looking at maybe another one just to really make you like me. What happens after king d2? I don't know what position you're talking about, friend. Oh, Rengao! Oh, baby, I found something for you. Oh, man. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, so here's the thing. If you would like to play very aggressive attacking chess, it's always a good idea to pick a few players who play that style, preferably those openings, and check out how they do things. And one of those notorious attacking aggressor animals is a Swedish grandmaster called Johnny Hector. He is a King's Gambit player. He plays all kinds of gambits and wild stuff that you wouldn't even believe. And I just found the game by him. And this is an absolute belter. So check this out. No, I'm just finding random games in the Mega database. Okay, check this. So there is another line here apart from knight h3, which is queen d3. Hitting h7. Do I like King's Gambit? Not really, no. I think it's a cornstar game. Yeah, Johnny Hector, totally. I agree. Good old Jano. Who knows? I mean, you know. Welly Deep, thank you for the sub, buddy. I appreciate you. So yeah, queen d3, g6, knight f3. Queen e7. Yeah. Johnny Hector doesn't exactly sound like a Swedish name, so it's not Jörgen Christiansen, but yeah. Queen e3, a6, castles, c5, dc, queen f4, and I want you guys to lead the charge. Incredibly, and that is very out of character, Johnny Recta, as Tindy likes to call him, missed the tactic here. And quite a banger, that tactic was. Quite a banger. So what should we do? Oh, it is sack time, baby. Check this out. Rook d5. Ed, knight d. Bring it, baby. The best part is that in most variations, white doesn't even take the rook. Which is like, nah, we're good. We're good. We just go for mate. And then we just go for mate. And then all of a sudden, it is mate. Call me gorgeous. That is all I'm asking for. Call me what I am, gorgeous. If this is not the sexiest chess stream, I don't know what else you've been watching. Asian Bunny doesn't count. Happy Gilmore, thanks for the follow, buddy. And also Bread Love. No, this is not the game. Gaza, this is not the game. This is a could have been. This is a could have been. But our good old Jono was still probably waking up and enjoying his coffee, so he completely missed Rook d5 and played g4. Knight c6. Bishop g2. Now that bishop is obviously there to be sacrificed, right? Happy Gilmore, I cannot give you tips. Like I always say this, if I don't see your games, there is absolutely zero chance that I can give you generic advice that would actually land. Like, no, can't tell you anything. I need to see your games. 5 gifted subs to the chat, and you submit your game, and I'll tell you what's cooking. That's the best I can offer to you, sir. Okay, b5. I mean, b5 is really asking for it, right? Like, this is shoot here type of thing, right? Now, according to the engine, Rook d5 wins here too, but it's not best, and best was played. What would you do? I do think that I would rather play this than the move that is recommended by the engine. Even if I knew that the engine record is significantly stronger. If you have been on 1400 for a very long time, by the way, that's concerning in the sense that you're likely repeating same type of mistakes in your chess. Yeah, that's the move, Rengao. That's the move. Oh, Maria. Maria comes in strong with knight g5. MFN with the follow too. So what it does is that it creates a quadrazillion threats. We're threatening to take this, and now the d5 sack is brutal. Played in the game. But what if this? Did we blunder? Did we blunder? I don't know if by bishop sack you mean this, but you realize that that is a bishop and a knight sack. So we need to be very, very precise here. Oh, yes, you do, buddy. Yes, you do know. Well, if takes, then rook takes, then I take back, no? Like, didn't you just lose a piece? And then I'm gonna take another, since your queen is hanging. Nah, it's not traded. If it was traded, that would be good for you, but you're just losing them. That's the problem. Eliza says 1400 should read 1001 Deadly Checkmates. Not a bad piece of advice, but again, I don't like to give generic chess advice. It's like giving general health advice. That doesn't make any sense because you don't know what kind of patience you have. It's a typical move that when you see it, you just go like, why did I not think about it? It's so obvious. But until then, it's a bit of a mystery. Nah, that is very correct, Rengao. That would be a slap in the face. Exactly. Gaza and Eliza are killing it on YouTube. Just 94 it, man. Just 94 it. The ultimate statement stands true that p-sacks on empty square are the hardest to find. And you see it and you go like, oh my god, like, hello, just knight d6 and it's over. So they played g5, which is admittedly annoying. Knight f6. Knight f6. Queen f6. Can you guys guess the numeric evaluation of this position? I'm just curious how you would rate it. Hello, Casual. Welcome in. Welcome in, Cash. Reprobating. Thank you for the follow. We're getting 2 plus 2s. +5 from Tapir. Tindy comes in +3, +4 with M7. Cda +4. Courtney comes in with the very, very precise 4.97822222. Yeah, the engine says 5-4. 5-4. With black to move. 5.4. This is how the game ended. 97. And you are now going to shine. Welcome, Jen. Welcome, Jesus. What do we do, ladies? Because +5 is one thing, winning the game is another. The latter matters, the numbers don't. $94 again. That's interesting, reprobating, but I'm not trusting that now because I can just take it. And if bishop takes, maybe rook here, and I will give it a red hot go to fend off the attack on the d file. We need to be a bit more brutal than that. My Arabic friend, knight takes or bishop takes. Can you buddy type in your name? Because it's so annoying that I can't call out your name because I can't read Arabic. Can you please type in English what I'm supposed to call you? It would be nice. Thank you. I'm sure your name is Mo, but in the unlikely event I'm wrong. Tikari wants rook d5. Of all sacks, he wants the rook. I like this feisty man. His name is Lester. No, it's not. Keep it simple. Knight takes. You need the rook for the mate. I think rook takes maybe a little OTT. And actually, it allows bishop b7, shockingly. That's a very crude biz. And then you need to find some genius. Sulaiman. Okay, cool, Sulaiman. So you're Turkish. Rook d7. Or you still may be not Turkish, but it could be. With the idea that if bishop takes, then you get to take this and this. Anyway, let's keep it clean. Knight d5. Yeah, you want the rook. It feels just natural now that we want to have the rook because we want rook d8 mate, yeah? So, what is the obvious move here? Just to be clear. Come on, ladies. You've got this. Exactly, reprobating. Very good. Not the retake. Check. And this is gonna now mop up the board. Brutally. Very good. And so after bishop takes, the game move was rook to a7. What do we do? Good job, YouTube. You're coming in strong with the answers again. Rengal says check, which is a winning move. This check is a winning-er move. Bishop d7 played. To my greatest disappointment, it wasn't rook takes. But bishop takes, rook takes. And now name the lamest move on the board. Lamest move on the board. Let's go. That still wins for white. Why game analysis is the mother of chess improvement? Because there you get to ask a lot of the times the same question, which is why? And you are given an answer that makes you understand why. And why is the most important thing in chess. That's why. Yeah, just take the pawn and walk away with a big fat W. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Next game. Next game incoming. Ready? This is gonna be a very high profile encounter. 2600 plus GMs. Although Cotronias, when the game was played, was well below 2600. But Tabatabe was already up and coming. We're going to look at a King's Indian. Let's go. Where do I find these games? In my big database that ChessBase sells for $5 quadrillion. What did you say is the mother of chess improvement? Analysis. Analysis. Anal for short, analysis for long. Knight f3. Tuck, tuck. And a6. Now that is the lamest chess move in history of the game. Bishop e2, b6. Second lamest move. You wouldn't believe that black is gonna win this game in like 10 more moves. This is disgraceful. Okay. Who is getting outsmarted here with this tactic, guys? Who is getting outsmarted by this tactic? Can you name a few players for sacrificing and attacking? Yeah. Like a few lesser known ones. There is some Alberto. Something Alberto from Belgium. Dude is on fire. Far out. What is his other name? I can't remember now. Mark Zeitlin from the 70s. Queen c7, Courtney hangs the knight on f6. Peter Enders. Nak Reina was a huge attacker. The Chumbawamba Gambit, yeah. So I'm going to give you the answer, you give me the line. This was a mistake. But why? Oh, Salem Al Saleh from the United Arab Emirates. One of the greatest attackers of modern times. Brilliant mind. That he is one that you definitely would want to check out. Salem Al Saleh. I wouldn't say Badur is an attacker. Now, Badur has a unique style, but I would never consider Badur to be an aggressive attacker. Well, if we take the bish, they take back. What do we do then? Oh, Salem is one of the most incredible attackers. Yeah, Mehmet Yarov is a little bit better, I would say, yeah. By the way, Dubov is super aggressive too. CW, can you please deploy coordinates instead of what you're doing? It's very, very pain in the bum to read that. But the idea is, yes, we want to take, and then take. However, white has results of their own. Adiban Bashkaran is very good. Very good, yeah. Yeah, Adiban is animalistic indeed. Adiban is a brilliant example. He hasn't been doing that great lately, unfortunately. Sux is brilliant. Yes, very good. You misplaced the Y in that, but I will forgive you for that. 96. This is the move, guys. And they needed to see all of this before bishop b7. So when he played bishop b7, he had to see knight e6. Just saying. And what came after that. Because this entire variation is completely forced. This is what you are after, my friend. Which is George in Hungarian, or Julius. The GY makes a Y sound in Hungarian. Gyula. Kabiraj, for the time being, I'm committed to Australian Thursdays and Fridays, but I will try to stream for an hour and a half at least at this time on Mondays and maybe even on Tuesday. Oh, yeah, Monday is tricky because I have tennis as well. But I might be able to squeeze it in, yeah. So I will try to be on live more and more, and it's always going to be this time. Yeah, Sux was great. All right, e4. E4 is the move that we wanted to see. And the following line is forcing knight e4, fe6, knight f6, bishop takes f6, queen takes a8, and queen d3. This is at the very least how far they had to calculate at this point. And evaluate it correctly. Now, what's really hilarious is the fact that the evaluation of this position, according to the engine, is 000. Dead even. Absolutely dead even. But it is white who needs to play only moves. Queen is surprisingly short of squares. Queen f3 loses too. Yes. Can you normally see that far ahead? If I'm hard pressed, yes. But I would prefer not. What are your thoughts on the reverse ragazine? Please stop using swear words in my chat. I don't even know what it is. What the hell is a reverse ragazine? Yeah, bishop check wins. So rook d1 is forced. Takes. And at this point, yeah, Lisa, if you go to Asian Bunny, that's a different type of stream. Notwithstanding the quality and the value in what she does, it's slightly different brain cells that are working. Right, so two moves for white that hold the fort. One is bishop h6. The other one is rook c1, which is an insta draw. I dare say that this is known to theory. They played instead bishop h6. Bishop g7 played. Rook c1 played. Still best moves by white. Queen d3. And that was the point where white should have gone like, fair enough, draw. Not what happened. They took. Slightish mistake. King takes. And it took one move. One bad move. And it's all over. Black now wins by force. It is absolutely insane. Now rook d8 loses to queen takes e7. I told you it wasn't easy. The Sir Mohammed is following us on Twitch. Now rook d8 loses, guys. It's not winning, it's losing. Check here, and I covered the check. And I'm safe. And you are losing. It is absolutely brutal. Queen d4? That must be a typo. The queen is on d3, guys. Like, this is the position. Welcome, welcome in, Negroid. I don't know if I was meant to say that, but I did. I'm reading for the record. Rook f5 is very close. Wrong. Wrong, but close. Issue here, take. Thank you, Radio Dota. Thank you. But now we are very close. Caio Cesar Arruda Soares da Silva. Sorry to go off topic, but very excited to be here. I've been watching your videos for a couple of years and you are like my coach. Learned so much from you. Thanks from Brazil. Senor, you are most welcome. Thank you so much for the kind words. Also, Tindy smashes it with rook f4. Pardon me, but how is chess student Hungarian Hannah Spelling doing? She got married and chess is of secondary importance in her life. Mr. Do well in school. So the point now is that there is no way to stop rook e4. And if you play f3, then queen e3 check picks off the rook. Or alternatively, we get mated. Any questions? I just showed you what after queen e7. Yes, very good. So rook f4 was the game winning idea. I explained why not rook f5. Maybe you were not there when that happened. So the reason why it's not rook f5 is because against rook f5 we have check and then take, and now rook e5 is not playable. That's why. All right. Do we have time for one more? Or do we want to have time for one more? Yeah, the B8 knight is ready for next game. That's for sure. Yeah. Okay, let me find one because Renga's request got me out of my previous search, so now I need to redo my search. That's not to say that I'm blaming Rengao, it's just that I don't have it readily available. Yeah, blame, that's right. Blaming much? Yes. Yes, I do. Proudly. Mr. Hockey is a long-time customer here, so he knows the rules. Charlie? What, Charlie has a banger to analyze? Did I miss something out in the chat? Sorry guys, bear with me. I am on it. But I need to ensure that I deliver quality. Okay, maybe not Blitz though, and I also don't like Titted Tuesdays for this purpose. Because they tend to be pretty lame. Okay, this looks good. A Catalan Gambit never hurt anyone, right? Netherlands, Jan Jan, wow. Aren't you an IM? I am an IM, yes. Venezuela, by the way, we have a lot of South Americans in the house today. I'm so happy about that. The Spanish friends, the chicos and the chicas. If you are just tuning in on YouTube, please, please, please consider subscribing to the channel to make you a happier human. Jose, wait, what? Edson Arantes do Nascimento is saying that it's 11 p.m. here in Brazil. And Ronaldo Luis Nazario da Lima also in the chat. Alright, let's go. What am I doing again? Oh, wait, it's wrong game. Wrong game. I wanted this game. Well, let me try this again. Alright, now we have got the correct game in the house. And we have got a full-blown Catalan Gambit. Now, this is actually a tricky move order. And surprisingly here, knight takes c6 is not a good move. I have had this multiple times with white. So I learned it the hard way that taking is a mistake because of queen b6. Quite surprising. And although we got the pawn back, but development-wise, it's pretty decent. Bishop b7, by the way. Just to add some insult to injury. And after take, castles, rook b8, black is doing fine here. Crazy stuff. Crazy. And so, instead of taking c6, the correct way to play here is just simply castle. And leave the tension on. Okay, they did take though. And after queen b6 they played the only competitive move that allows white to stir the pot. What do you think that move is? e4 is also good, Eliza. Good call. Good call. Sepchus, I don't think that is true. I think it's exactly the same. d5, very good. Eliza is a vicious customer. And Tindy too. It's just to improve development, Mr. Caio Caesar. Yeah, d5. d5. Bishop e7 played. But now white botched it. Bishop e3 is the move. Instead, they played knight e5. And now stuff is going to get wild. Take. And castles. Gambit it, baby. Syria. Are you maybe from Syria? Wow. And as soon as I said Syria, my phone went like, what do you want, bro? So I need to shut it down now. So what do we do? After queen e6. Probably f4. Knight f3, knight d4 is very interesting too. The game continuation was the very provocative bishop f4. Which is very, very much in line with what our good friend Morphy likes to do. Develop his pieces. Now it turns out that the best course of action for black here, by far, is to just simply develop and castle, and white is basically bluffing. But black couldn't resist the temptation and played g5. And this now invites incredible complications. Hey Andras, I have an ambition to go to ensure I end in the top 5. Love from Suriname. From Paramaribo. Well, a way to ensure that you are entering, you are finishing in the top 5. There are 2 ways to do that. 1, make sure that there are no more entries than 5. That's the easy way. The hard way is to play well. By far the easiest way is if there are only 5 entries and you still play well. So, what do we do now? I know where Suriname is. I already called the capital city of Paramaribo, my friend. It's on the very northern tip of South America. F4, like this F4. That's a cardinal sin, my friend, because then we get checked castle and then we're down a pawn for absolutely nothing. So what we need here is a very energetic move to make to keep the initiative rolling. That's about right, Eliza, yeah. Yeah, E4. Abs 100 Lutland Abs 100% Lutely, yes. Now we are turning our pawn sacks into piece sack. If takes, we take d5. If queen d6, we play rook e1. And the engine will tell us that we still suck. But at least now white has compensation. Objectively, black is better. But this is a nightmare to play. DE played, and now everything is going to shit. And this is the epitome of how not to play chess with black. Definitely would want to be white here, but we need moves. Actually, we need a line here. We need a solid line. No, no line. Both Twitch and YouTube chat went dead. I don't know how good that looks, Tindy, because 94, knight e4, yeah? I know what you're trying to do, I reckon, is this, correct? And it's mostly good, but apparently black has this. And this is a very douchebaggy way to get out of dodge. Good try. Good try. We are working towards something similar, but something that definitely ensures that the e-file gets opened up. And that looks like this, folks. Take. Take. And take. And now we are definitely guaranteed access to the open e-file. Goodski? Yes, it is hard. Chess is hard. Queen g6. Rook e1, bishop e7. Queen d5, knight c6. Knight d6, takes, takes. Rook d8, draw. No joke. Note the pin. Forcing. Forcing. Forcing, forcing, and off you go. Okay, don't worry about that I just showed you. It's insane. No one finds this for black. The game went like this. Rook a7. Take, oh. Rook e1. Take, take. And the game is over. Do you understand why? I don't. What is the winning move after queen g6? You are never ever gonna believe this. There is a incredible move for white. There is one that is just very good. And the rest is not good at all. Queen f3 is best. Second best, sorry. That's the logical move because we want to X-ray the rook, which is a discovered attack, by the way, not an X-ray. The best move here, hold on to someone or something. Queen d4 also good, by the way. Whoever said it in YouTube chat, but then after rook g8, things are still far from clear. Wait, queen d4, rook g8, check, king f8. Wow. And the correct move, ladies and gentlemen, is a4. Yan, you don't, wait, M, you don't win enough material there back. That's the problem, because I take, you go check, I go here, you take, I go here, you take, I take back, and I have the 2 minors. Just a4, casually. With the idea of take, and introducing a new pin. And if they push past, then now queen d4 is better because this is tender. And also we can come in from here. Whatever. Whatever. So why can't we do that here? I don't understand. This was the other line too with a4, b4 inserted. So let's have a look what the difference is. And then here rook e4, which would hang c4 if we inserted a4, b4, right? Is that the difference? Let's go back. That would be absolutely mental. So queen d4 here, here. Knight c6 here, 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 here. Note that it's a mate threat. King f8, rook e7. Wait, no, we went queen. Oh, okay, so the engine just says that now he's just picking off all the pawns. I mean, dude, whatever, whatever. Like, this is where you just go like, yeah, we are never going to beat the engines. We're never, ever, ever gonna go even close to beating the engines. Forget about it. Mission impossible. Mission impossible. Time to quit chess. Exactly. 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 All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to call it a day here. We had a jolly good time. We nearly did 2 hours today. Please be nice to each other. I hope to be here tomorrow. Actually, guaranteed I will be here tomorrow. I have a lesson from 10:30 to 11:30. So we'll actually start almost at the same time too. So be sure that you tune in. I might actually put it up on YouTube to schedule it so that you guys can be prepared. I very much appreciate all of you being here today. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Please be sure to check out YouTube and give me a subscribe there if you haven't done so. Take care. Love you all. Just... Oh no! Jeez! Ah! I just had a raid for Tactician Taira up. Oh my god. I was literally about to press the raid. I nearly raided you. I'm just about to mop up, but now oh god. Thank you so much for the raid, lady. I was literally about to press the raid button to raid you. Yep, I am. I am indeed. Sheesh kebab. That was close. I nearly missed that. Okay, let me see who we can raid then. Oh, Ben is on? Is Ben on? I didn't realize Ben was on. Why did I not see Ben? Can someone send me a link to Ben's stream? According to this, Ben is on. I wanna rate him. He rated me the other day. Chat, is Ben streaming? Okay, you guys are not really helping me. He ended, right. Imagine if I raided Asian Bunny. How much trouble would I get into? Sheesh. Okay, well, the King Charles Kev is gonna be. And with that, ladies, we are going to call it a day. Have a good one. I really wanted Asian Bunny.